Hey everyone, it's Desiree and I am here as stated. I just got done showing the beautiful reveal of the new release. Well, not re-release, it's been out for a little bit, but it's new to me, yay. Of 6 new peg stamp sets and 3 individual peg stamps. So here for this project, like I said in that video that there would be a card soon to follow, well, and here it is. So I'm going to be using the Happy Poinsettia peg stamp set. Now this is the one where it's just 2 small pegs, but we're just going to use different colors of ink. And the inks that I'm going to use for this project are the Concord in 9th. I am really enjoying these. I am loving the color palette, and fingers crossed they'll continue with it. I'm also going to be using a die from Hero Arts that says Merry Christmas. So it's going to look like that up there. And I've already taken care of that die cut. So here is my panel. And I'm going to make sure that this is cut to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is going to cover the entire front of my card front. And I'm just going to grab my scratch pad. And again, I just get the scratch pads from the dollar store. I absolutely love those. And I'm going to start off by, this is what the die looks like. So it's kind of cool. So I'm going to have that sit down on the bottom like that. And then I'm going to have my poinsettias coming up from the top. But what I do want to do first is to put a piece of gold cardstock down first so that it can be backed. I want the Christmas to be gold. And I'm just eyeballing these cuts here, but I do want to make sure that this is just slightly smaller than this piece. And that is perfect. Well, just a little bit off here. There we go. And I don't want to have it be too small because, again, this is going to sit down on that piece of that panel right there that I'm pointing to. Yes. Okay, let me grab my glue. I'm going to grab my art glitter glue. And I'm just going to make sure that I have a nice thin layer down of this. And I do want to make sure that I'm hitting all of these center pieces here so that they will remain flat. Okay, and then I'm going to place this down, making sure that the Christmas now has a gold backing. Now, this is going to be propped up as well. So I do want this to have just a little bit of lift to it. Not quite sure how much though. So, but that's how that looks. Now, what I'm looking at is how I want my poinsettias to come out. I'm not sure if I just want them to take a line going this way or if I want the whole back. So now I'm just thinking about that. So yeah, you're really actually seeing the full thought process when it comes to this. All right, so I'm going to shift this down just a little bit. Matter of fact, a lot. I'm going to grab a pencil. And I'm going to put a mark here. And I want to put a mark here. I'm then going to bring this up because So that's going to sit towards the bottom. I'm going to do that. And then I just want to do that. Okay. So I will remove those at some point. But what I do want to do is I want to start making my clusters. So I am going to use, for my poinsettias, honeysuckle and cranberry, and I am going to start with the light color. I have my baby white there. You know what, I'm actually going to put this down in here. And then I'm going to shift. All right. All right, and now I committed. All right, now I'm going to come in with the next color. I'm going to overlap that one because I didn't stamp too well on it, which is okay. Now, what I want to see here, and I want to go with that as well. All right, now I'm going to come in. I'm still, yes, okay, so I'm still liking that. I do like the idea of the clusters. I am liking that a lot better. So I'm going to get that panel out of my way before I mess that up. Now I'm going to put these colors away. I am absolutely in love with those two colors for poinsettias. And I'm going to start with Parsley. I'm using Parsley and Evergreen for my inks. And I want to make sure that I'm coming in on one side. And I'm okay if it goes to the back of our sentiment panel. But I do want the two tones of the hollies to come through. And as you can see, I do everything in threes. And now I'm going to put this away because last time I had this out, I never used the darker color. Here we go. So now we're going to cross these over. And we're just going to layer. I like what the two different colors does for this. And you can see we're just filling in at this point. Okay, now if I look, jeez. Although I seem off kilter here. Okay, so we're going to pull these colors in again real quick. Seems lopsided. We can't have lopsided. And then we'll come in with the parsley again. And then we'll come in with the darker shade, and we'll put one of those right there, and we'll put that there. Now, if I pick this up and put that there, yeah, I like that. Looks a little more even. All right, so I'm going to get my inks out of my way. And I want to erase my pencil lines. And I think I'm going to glue this right down. Yeah, because I think that's actually enough. Enough dimension, actually. So again, I'm going to use my liquid glue, which is my art glitter glue, and I'm going to make sure the Mary has all the dots that it needs. And for when I line this up, I'm going to place that down and then lift this up. And then I'm just going to put some pressure on that with my hand. And that's what our front's going to look like. I'm going to grab my scoreboard. Grab a card base. And my paper creaser. The scoreboard I use is by EK Tools. I went with that one because it's got an even 1/8 mark. And to me, it didn't confuse me. All right. Again, just pushing down. I'm going to use my liquid adhesive again. Now, I know Rubber Stamp Tapestry has other sets for poinsettias as well, and these will go really nicely with those other sets. So again, that is the beauty when it comes to these products. They can certainly be mixed and matched with each other, whether it's on a set basis or whether it's just an individual peg stamp set. So I think it is something to definitely look at when you're choosing your sets. I'm going to add some gold gems throughout, which will accent the Christmas. And I'm just going to use those to fill in on these blank areas. I'm going to use my wax pencil to pick up these gems. I get my wax pencils from Amazon. And we just need one more. Two more. Okay. Oh, one more. That little one right up at the top there. We'll use one of the really small ones there. All right. We will clean these up, or else I'll lose them. Throw that away. And that is our card. So I do hope you enjoy this. And again, this is using the Happy Poinsettia by Rubber Stamp Tapestry. As promised, of course, I followed up with a card. How could I resist? So I do hope you enjoyed this project. Again, featuring Rubber Stamp Tapestry. I encourage you, their link to their shop will be listed down below so that you can see all the wonderful products that they have available. So please check that out. Be nosy. And ask any questions that you have. If you do, I will answer them as soon as I can, but make sure you do leave those down below. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring the bell so that you know when the next video is live and ready for you to watch. I hope everyone is continuing to stay safe and healthy, but always remember what's most important to me. And again, it doesn't matter what we do it each day, just a little bit. Always be creative. Till next time, everyone. Take care.